All right. Well, welcome into the half. As you can see, today's half is actually just a quarter, but my name's Erich Montgomery, and you can find me at oursuccessgroup.com. Eric is away at the Impressions Expo right now. So he's teaching 5 classes. Nobody else is teaching that many classes over there. So he's gone all in and has been pretty busy with all of that. So we're going to give him the day off today, but we're actually maybe going to do something fun here. But let me say hello to a couple people. Cindy, hello. Thanks for being here. And Sheila, thank you for checking in. Wooten Design, hello. Lisa, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. And thank you, Ramona. She says, morning, one of the best quarters I've ever seen. All right, good. Well, thank you. That really makes me feel good. Mo, good morning again. Thanks for tuning in over here again, following me from one place to another on Friday. I appreciate that. And great to see everybody. So here's what I wanted to do. Half of the half, Justin. That's right. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Lisa, it was. I was so grateful that Tanya and Allie and Christine were able to give me that time this morning, and just such an amazing amount of information. They shared tips, tricks, just real life stuff that they use themselves, that you can put into action into your life. You know, how to deal with challenges and wearing hats and balancing and prioritizing, and just great discussion. And the thing that I was so grateful for, not that I expected anything less from that rock star group, but just how open and vulnerable they all were as well to share reality in their life. You know, these are things I'm working on. This is what I'm doing. So really appreciate them. If you want to check that out, you just head over to tworegularguys.com and you can click on one of the little either YouTube or Facebook up top there, and it'll take you where you can go to watch that. And then we'll have the podcast version out a little later this weekend. So you can tune in to the Women in Garment Decorating 2022 first quarter presentation that we had just a bit ago. So thanks, Lisa. And Bill says hello. Thank you for being here, Bill. Great to see you. And thank you. Yeah, Cindy says, I really do like your t-shirt. Very bright and great graphic. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we got a new logo here, new look for 2022 for our success group. And then we've got Todd checking in from California. Yo, great to see you, sir. Yes, 1/4. You only get 1/4 of the half today, Jeff, but I'm going to do my best here to deliver in Eric's absence. So Michelle says, great show. Makes me not feel like I'm the only one struggling with balance. That's awesome, Michelle. And Christine says, I wonder if you were doing the half by yourself today. So here's what I want to do. This is no idea how this will work. We could break things. It could be a terrible idea on my part, but this is what happens when Eric leaves me to play by myself. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in the chat, and I'm going to put the banner up as well. And let me get to that. Here is the banner. If you want to come be on the program, I can get 10 people at the same time, supposedly, on the screen with me here. So if you've got a mic and a camera and you want to join me on the half and answer questions or ask questions or just have a good time chatting here for the next about 26 minutes here, go to osg.link/half and you can join me. So I'm going to leave that there for just a second in case anybody does want to come be on with me here. But I also want to give a huge shout out, a huge thank you to Marta of Caffrey Creations. She supported us. She went over to co-fi.com/the half and she bought Eric and I a cup of coffee. So we really appreciate that. So incredible that you took the time to help us out and make sure that we keep coming back every week. So, all right. So let's see here. Michelle says, waiting for Rena to pick me up. Then we are on our way to Long Beach. Awesome, Michelle. That sounds great. You guys have, I want to hear all about it. I can't wait. I have so much FOMO right now not being in Long Beach, but just didn't work out for me this year. And you got to be okay with that, but doesn't help with the FOMO at all. So really appreciate you guys being there and being the eyes and ears. So, well, Bill, if anybody else wants to join me, I can give away my other 15 minutes, but actually I get to take the whole 30 minutes now, Bill. So there we go. All right. Christine says, well, that's a unique idea. Yeah, why not? Right. Just open it up again. I don't expect anybody to show up, but if you want to, just hit this link osg.link/the half. And I'll see you pop up on the screen down here, and I can bring you in and you can join me here on the half. And then Lisa says, I completely understand about FOMO. Definitely good. I'm not the only one feeling that. Christine says, I have serious FOMO about Long Beach. I keep seeing posts from everyone who's going and wish I was there too. So yeah, I'm excited to hear all about it and see what everybody did. Yeah, Cindy says it didn't work out for us either. Good. Okay. So I'm not the only one missing out, but you know what? We're here. We're excited to hear what they've got going on over there in Long Beach. And Christine says, I did my show solo for an hour this week. That's tough on the voice. Yeah, that would be tough on the voice. I do my Small Business Saturdays every Saturday morning, and I had a time there where they were getting into that hour range, and I'm trying to bring it down a little bit. So, and then Todd, coming in from the Our Success Group channel, says it's beautiful here in sunny San Diego. So Todd, hit the little button and move you over to the Todd one there if you want. But either way, Todd's always in Facebook jail or in trouble somehow. So I'm just kidding, Todd. All right, Ramona. The season is early. There are many more shows. We have plenty of ops to gather together. Yeah, absolutely, Ramona. And yeah, we just there. Todd says, now I'm on the right profile. But back to what Ramona was saying. Yeah, there are definitely going to be opportunities. I think that we can really kind of see things open up a little bit. I know it's all still in flux, and so who knows what will happen. But as of right now, I'm really excited about DAX happening. There's that seems like it's going to be all systems go, no problems there. So that'll be my next outing there, is the DAX Kansas City show there in February 25th, I believe. So yes, Christine, the longest Small Business Saturday you ever did was with me. I believe I hold the record. You absolutely hold the record. And I'm not sure we'll ever even come close. I was 2.5 hours. That was such an incredible conversation. I actually ended up having, for the podcast side of Small Business Saturdays, I broke that down into, I had my editing guy break that into 3 separate parts. So it ended up being a 3-part series on the podcast side. So Lisa says, yes, I'm looking forward to meeting the Montgomerys at the EEM in Chattanooga. Yeah, looking forward to that as well. Exciting to be out there. So lots of great opportunities. I love that, Lisa. I can't wait to see you again. I've already been blessed to meet you, but I can't wait to introduce you to my wife as well. So looking forward to that. Cool. And then big announcement yesterday, I believe it was, Christine, that the Applique Getaway is official as far as dates. You guys, and I don't remember the date off the top of my head, sometime in July, maybe 15th, if I'm right. But Christine, please feel free to share about Applique Getaway. So again, like Ramona said, many more opportunities. In fact, Ramona's already got her plane ticket to go to the Applique Getaway out there in Irving, Texas. And so looking forward to that. Cindy says, oops, there we go. I have to confess, I did not know what FOMO was, just had to look it up. There you go. So you had FOMO about FOMO, right? There we go. July 15th, Cindy says, yes, good. Thank you. I thought I was in the ballpark. And Lisa, yes, Applique Getaway in July. So tons of great opportunities to get out there and see everybody. So I'm looking forward to that. There we go. There's another link. Excellent. Applique Getaway dates. Dates are all set. They're still getting everything together, so give them a little bit of time. They just wanted to announce the dates. Give Christine a little grace. She's got plenty of things on her plates. Her and Lindsay are working their butts off, and they'll have that all available for you to get registered and whatnot. And Ramona also has her hotel book for DAX Chicago and working on getting out to Impressions Fort Worth as well. I believe that's probably Impressions, Ramona. I'm making an assumption there. So, all right, let me get a couple of these banners out of the way. Again, if anybody does want to join me, osg.link/half. That'll take you into the StreamYard back end here if you want to jump on camera and participate with me here today. But what questions you guys have? Yeah, good assumption. Thank you, Ramona. What questions you guys have? What's going on in your worlds? And excellent. Here we go. Christine says, I'm building an amazing slate of vendors and classes. So excited about what we have planned for this year. Awesome. Yeah, can't wait to hear more about what's coming out of Applique Getaway this July. Going to be a great show for sure. All right. So what are the questions? What else do you guys have for me? Hit me. You've got me here. No, Eric. To get in my way. I'm totally kidding, by the way. Eric is amazing, one of my best friends, and actually miss him very much because if there was an embroidery question, I'd be in big trouble, but I will do my best. So yes, Yosta, half of the half. Yep, exactly. Half of the half. And Christine says, so enjoyed doing the Two Regular Guys show with Ali and Tanya and you, Aaron. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And that's what I love about that opportunity to get to come together and chat with, a panel of amazing people like that. Is not only was it fun, I mean, I smiling the whole time, just like all these, and then all of the aha moments that came out of it too, all of the great feedback that everybody had, how they sharing, the openness. Yeah, for sure. So Cindy says, Christine, looking forward to AG applique getaway for those of you that aren't familiar, but yeah, definitely. And as Terry Combs on Two Regular Guys always says, applique getaway, the coolest name for an event ever. So we're sticking with that. All right. Ramona says, I'm focused more on my marketing and pricing this year for my new business, white toner printing. So you are my go-to guy. Awesome. Yes. And Ramona, you are a 5 Keys, part of the 5 Keys program. So I know you've joined us for one of the office hours, but we do a monthly office hours with that over at our success group. And really that's what the 5 Keys is all about, is building that foundation to be able to get to that point where, all of the marketing becomes easier. The pricing is a lot quicker and easier because you know your numbers and you have a pricing strategy and all sorts of great stuff there. So anything I can help with, how to get in touch with me, Ramona, and I am more than happy to help and share anything I know. So there we go. All right, Christine, the Reggie Award-winning applique getaway, it should be noted. Yeah, absolutely. I apologize for not getting that denotation in front of that. So Reggie Award-winning applique getaway. There you go, happening July 15th. All right, let's see what else we got here. Joanne says, good to have a pep talk from women in business. Absolutely, Joanne. That pep talk is a great way to put it. I'm ready to like go run through a wall right now. I'm so was pumped up from all that. So Ramona says, I got to get that going. I need to push it into my daily schedule. Absolutely. And any way I can help with that, Ramona, just, you need me to send you a reminder, I'll do it. All right. Hi, Joanne, from Cindy. There you go. So just everybody saying hi. All right, let's put you on the spot, Aaron. What's your best tip for staying balanced? Awesome. All right. I appreciate you putting me on the spot. My best tip for being balanced. And so if you didn't catch the Two Regular Guys program, which, sounds odd, Two Regular Guys, but we had the Women in Garment Decorating edition. We do that quarterly now, thanks to Christine for getting that rolling for us. And then, if you really want to get into the meat of these things and get some amazing information, just a quick plug for Christine, because I want you guys to check out what she's got going on. It's Women in Business Podcast. You can find that on Facebook and YouTube, probably on LinkedIn, all sorts of different places. So, with that being said, so tune into all that. But what I want to talk about here when it comes to balance, and let me go back to this question, and we'll get into, we've got the other stuff coming in, awesome stuff there. Okay, so I'll be as brief as I can. What's your best tip for staying balanced? And this was talked about a little bit on the Women in Garment Decorating edition, but I want to kind of take it just a hair further. Is that idea that balance is not what we think it is, right? It's not about I'm going to spend 8 hours at work. I'm going to spend 8 hours with my family. I'm going to spend 8 hours exercising and 8 hours sleeping or whatever. Right. I mean, it's never going to be like that. And it's not supposed to be. Just like everything in the world, in life. I mean, we have a spring, a summer, fall, a winter, some places it's not as much. Like people that are in Phoenix, they maybe have a summer and an uber summer, but the point is that everything is cyclical, right? And that's the way I think we can have the best balance in our lives, is by focusing on what's important in the moment. And that all starts with going back to the very beginning of this whole concept of what is important. I think a lot of times we start making decisions and answering questions just based on what's in front of us. Tanya on the Two Regular Guys podcast talked about being proactive. I think one of the best ways to be proactive is to really carve out some time to get real clear on what's important to you. What, for Tanya to say, my word of the year is proactiveness, that's what's important to her, trying to get focused on that. That doesn't mean she's going to do it every single day. She even admitted as much. And I would be right there in that same boat. I have certain things I want to work on, and I know that every day it doesn't happen. But I think balance comes from focusing on what's important to you, understanding what and being, I think Christine talked about this on the podcast, that taking ownership of what it is that's important to you, and being willing to charge for it and all that kind of fun stuff. So that's my best tip for staying balanced, is to be okay with the fact that balance doesn't mean everything is equal. Balance means focusing on what's a priority for you, so you feel successful and fulfilled, and then just developing a system, a way to stay focused on that. Say no to the things you need to say no to, and yes to the great things that will make your life even better. So hopefully that answers your question, Christine. And Joanne asked a question of Christine here: is Applique Getaway virtual as well this year? So we'll let Christine answer that. And Todd, his quick tip for balance is, I've used a wall for balance sometimes. Maybe a couple too many beers or something like that. Needed a wall, maybe. I'm just going to make some assumptions there. Joanne says, hi, Cindy. I'm working on your sequence sheet, my friend. So there we go. Just passing information back and forth. I love it. Christine, I missed most of the show, so I'm going to catch it as soon as the half signs off, which still on time. I'm going to, you guys got to help me remind. And here you go. Cindy, you're giving away my secrets here. The easy answer for balance for me is Kylene. 100% is my secret weapon. So if you don't have a Kylene, I suggest finding one. And I'm happy to share her as much as I can. She really does help me with balance. And we talk about that, right? We have to communicate to find that balance, because we're a partnership in our life and in Montgomery world, our son and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, right back at you, Christine. You are the best as well, and I appreciate you bringing all this great content and information to people. And Ramona's tip for balancing: don't stand on one foot. I fall over. So let's see. I'm actually standing. I've gone to this whole standing desk thing. I can do it. All right. There we go. I like that definition of balance. Well done. Great. Awesome. Yes, there will be a virtual in 2022 for the Applique Getaway, Christine says. Thank you. Yosta says, I was proactive this year. I put out sand before the snow came. There you go. Proactivity. Not going to slip in the snow. I love it. Good job, Yosta. Cruise ship swaying. All right. That's a funny one, Todd. Cindy, I know you guys see each other over there on YouTube, but says, perfect. Thank you. Christine says, if I could find the male version of Kylene, I would be very happy. Yeah. There you go. Fortunately for me, I found the female version, so I get to keep her. She's all mine. All right. Not true. I want to share her with the world. All right. So somehow I missed Thankful Thursday yesterday. You actually didn't. Kylene's actually been feeling a little under the weather, so she did take yesterday off. She just needed to rest. She wants to kind of keep getting back at it, and we just forced her to stay in bed. So she's feeling much better today, though, so it seemed to have worked. So tune in next Thursday. It always happens at 1 o'clock Central Time. So if you're in the Central region, if you're in Eastern Time, you can tune in at 2 o'clock. And then if you're in Mountain Time, that would be noon. Or if you're in Pacific Time, that would be 11 a.m. on Thursday. Thankful Thursdays. Facebook.com/weheart.biz. You can also find it on the Our Success Group Facebook page and YouTube channel, I believe, as well. She's posting them on all those places also, so you can tune in just like you are here with the half. So there we go. Thank you, Christine. Get well, Kylene. Yeah. And yet you didn't miss it. She is feeling much better. So I fully expect to get Thankful Thursday next Thursday. So there we go. Christine says, glad that Kylene is feeling better. I saw the show wasn't happening. I was a little concerned. Thankful Thursday is a lovely show. It really is. I mean, she just does such a great job of sharing, what she's all about. She just has got this personality that's bright and joyful, and just calm too. She's definitely the yin to my yang of a little bit crazy and excitable, where she's just nice and even keel and happy, and really helps me understand what joy really means. So thank you. In Sweden time, Yosta, you win the prize. You've stumped me. I believe you are 7 hours ahead. So 8 p.m. maybe 8 p.m. Sweden time. And then that would be what, 8, 12, 20, 100 hours if you guys are in 24-hour format. I'm way off. So Yosta, you win the prize. Christine says, we all need reminders to be thankful and to practice gratitude. So maybe you can fill in and give us a challenge. Okay. For Thankful Thursday. That's a great idea. Christine, Cindy, thank you. Let's see here. The call to, so every time on Thankful Thursdays, Kylene, I think every time, maybe she missed, I'm not making assumptions. I will be honest. I don't get a chance to check them all out. So, got things happening typically on that time myself, but, call to achievement is what she does. And it basically just a challenge, a way to just remind us throughout the week how to be grateful. I think she's done some things where she said to write them down. So Cindy, I'm going to cheat here just a little bit, and cheating only because I found this to be a huge tip that I didn't even think about until Allie Banholzer mentioned it on the Two Regular Guys podcast. But one of the things she does as part of her morning routine is not only she thinking about what she's grateful for and what inspires her, but she's made a commitment to every morning sending a note to one person. And I'm sure that can be any way. So send every morning, starting tomorrow all the way through till Thankful Thursday. Here's your call to achievement. And that is to send one note of gratitude to one person. And that can be send them a text message, an email, mail them a letter, hand them a Post-it note if it's somebody in your household, Facebook Messenger, however you can reach out to them. But just reach out to one person every day and tell them that you're grateful for them and why. I think that's important to add, and why. What is it that it brings gratitude to you from them? Okay, so there it is. There's your call to achievement. Thank you, Cindy. I love it. One person every day. I'm going to do it too. So it will, in fact, I'm going to start today, and mine will be to Kylene in the form of a Post-it note about how grateful I am that she's spreading joy with the world and it's impacting people in a positive way. So there you go. All right. Good morning, Marianne. Thank you for tuning in from MAS. And Marianne says, great idea. Lisa says, what a great idea for a daily routine. Yeah. And Cindy, oh, that's a great idea. Do you think people will mind a text at 5 a.m.? Just kidding. We'll text later in the day. Here's your quick tip. And I only know this because I'm guilty of this. I find myself working some odd hours at times because I get going, right? And I'm more of a night owl type person. So I'll find myself up, in ungodly hours, not up, staying up. So maybe 1, 2 in the morning. And in the past I forgot, and I would just send off an email. And it's like, well, I don't think people want to get emails from me at 2 in the morning. So fortunately with Gmail, you can use the scheduling function. And so just schedule all your emails to go out later. So you said when you get up. All right. Texting is 24/7. There you go. All right, Marianne. Well, there you go. So whatever works for you, whenever you're thinking about gratitude, typically a great way to do that is when you start your morning out. Obviously for Cindy, that's at 5 a.m. So I will turn off my phone until I wake up. And that's also true. I do that as well. All right. Good stuff, you guys. Thank you. I appreciate you all encouraging that. So that's the call to achievement. We still have some time left here. So what other questions you guys have? What other things we want to talk about? Lisa, thank you. My resolution this year was to send a happy card by snail mail to one of my older relatives each week. So far, so good. That's such a great idea, Lisa. So one more time for everybody. My resolution this year was to send a happy card by snail mail, by post office, for those of you unsure what that is, to one of my older relatives each week. So far, so good. So there you go. keep that going. Lisa, my question for you is that resolution that you're trying to do the entire year? So you're going to send 52 cards this year is what my thought would be on that. And that's awesome. That's great. I think that's a wonderful idea. I may have to borrow that too. There we go. Awesome. All right. What else do you guys have for me? We've still got, I know that I'm only one half of the half, but we still have about 5 minutes left here, a little less than 5 minutes left. So what questions you guys have, what things you want to talk about, what can we dive into here that would allow me to cut myself off? No. All right. Ah, there you go. Marianne says, I create cards and also trying to send a card a week too. That's awesome, Marianne. There you go. And Lisa says, yep, keep the post office going. So much better than getting a bill or junk mail. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, you get that stack. Like every day we get a stack of paper that shows up and you go through it and there's like one thing maybe. And a lot of times it's a bill. Man, getting a card. That's a great idea. Love it. Love it. The timestamps do fade when your friend group expands all over the world. So text on all. There you go, Yosta. Thank you. All right. What's so great is watching how the shows that we do impact those who watch. I love seeing that. Yeah, totally, Christine. That's why we keep getting excited about doing this, isn't it? Awesome. Okay. All right. Well, what else do you guys have for me? You guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in and joining me on the half here today. Hopefully we were able to share some stuff. There you go. Joanne says embroidered cards are even more welcome. There we go. Okay. So we'll have to start sharing our addresses out there. Maybe we get a card group going or something like that. Yeah, that'd be fun. Somebody can jump on that idea if they'd like. And we can all share our snail mail addresses if we're open to that, and we can send cards to each other. There you go. Awesome, good stuff. So I was talking to my 10-year-old the other day and about filler words. He's come up with a filler word that he's using a lot now, where when he's explaining something, he says basically. Well, basically. And we were talking about that. And then I was telling him about my filler words. And I'm now noticing when I'm saying them all the time. I've gotten rid of more ums and ahs than I normally do, but yet I still have plenty of those. But there are filler words that I use all the time as I've been editing more stuff that I've been creating. Holy cow, all those filler words. So there we go. All right. Christine says, maybe we need an embroidered card class at AG. That could be fun. Oh, that sounds like a great idea, Christine. It's going to be a cardalog, right? Yep, Yosta. All right. Cindy says, I just sent my challenge out. Got to run. Thank you. Thanks for being here, Cindy. We appreciate you tuning in. Okay. Joanne says, different subject. Any new hot colors for 2022? I don't know for sure myself that I would be a great person. Those kinds of trends are not necessarily in my wheelhouse, but we can certainly look that up. So I will get it in the chat here, or not, Joanne, but see if we can look that up. If anybody has any ideas about that, please feel free to share. What do you guys think are the hot colors this year? I think blue is hot color, but that's just me. It's a hot color for me. All right. All right. Lisa said, yes, I am a so person. Yeah. So, yeah. And I'm just finding all my filler words as I'm talking here. So maybe that'll help. All right. Wish I could be there to teach it. There you go, Joanne. That would be awesome. Christine, there you go. Connection. I don't know. Christine says, Aaron, filler phrases, you don't say it as much anymore. That's good stuff. Used to say that all the time. Yes, that's good stuff. Gosh, there's a whole list. I need to keep going. Dean, hot color, black. There we go. Pantone color for 2022, periwinkle. It's a blue purple, which I like. There you go. Purple's a hot color. So maybe that's helping us. Christine says, Joanne, we can talk. Awesome. There we go. Making connections. All right, you guys, that's it. We're done. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you making the half awesome. Talk to you guys next week. Eric will be back. Talk to you soon.